Making an inky mess of the quirky urban stages in Splatoon just feels good. This mucky premise might sit at odds with more precise art styles found in a majority of Nintendo's games, but it's as colorful and distinct as any Mario or Zelda, oozing ink at the seams like a gift from a creative toddler. In Splatoon, you use ink as a weapon. You can toss it on your rivals or mark your territory in 8-player turf wars. You can even swim in it to travel faster and refill your ink to spray more color on the world. During 5 hours of hands-on time, we got our first tour of campaign, took another crack at Turf War, and got to test drive a new multiplayer mode. Here's a rundown of what we saw and why Splatoon deserves your attention when it releases this May. Each metropolitan backdrop feels like a canvas in campaign or multiplayer, and every weapon is built to satisfy a different type of artist. Take the Splat Roller. This whimsical roller brush lays down a soothing coat of friendly ink. You can flick out a deadly spread too, but its best feature is bulldozing unsuspecting foes like this. The 52-gallon is much different by comparison. It sports a grenade launcher-like design, one that sprays out heavy ink blobs at a lower rate of fire than some of the other weapons, but with a much higher damage rate. Whether I was using powerful special weapons like the Ink Zuka or the Killer Whale, each one had a distinct feel and tactical use. It's worth noting that the weapons you unlock come in 3-piece sets. There's one primary, a grenade type, and a special weapon. So if you switch over to the Uzi-like Splattershot Jr., you're also switching over to splatter bombs for grenades and a shield as your special weapon. The design of Splatoon's single player mirrors a similar setup to a stage in Super Mario Galaxy. Now, we only played 5 stages, but each one strings together floating islands that focus on building specific skills. And each has a squid launching sequence you can't help but identify with the iconic plumber's launch star on Wii. The first few levels teach the fundamentals of shooting, swimming, jumping, speeding through ink tubes, or even using valves of gushing color in combat. We also got to fight grunk-like Octo Troopers, squarish Octo Stamps, and speedy Octolings. Each one had a distinct method of fighting and personality on the battlefield. A new multiplayer mode called Splat Zones is one of the objective games you'll find under Splatoon's ranked battles. In it, players have to capture and hold a single zone until a 100-point timer runs down to 0. As with any objective mode, teams need to work together to press and hold the highlighted zone and keep out squiddy rivals until the victory whistle. Now, Nintendo told us ranked battles will not unlock until a portion of the player base reaches level 10. It wouldn't reveal how many players that needs to be, but based on our playtime, this was a fun alternative to the all-out turf war we saw at E3 2014. We should note that ranked matches separate the player pool by specific letter ranks that range from the top tier A+ to the lower tiered C-. The goal is that A-ranked players would never square off against a C-ranked squad. These ranks function independently of player leveling, which is responsible for unlocking new equipment sets. The rich, colorful, ink-splashed world of Splatoon is only looking better each time we see it. While we can't help but miss the idea of voice chat during online skirmishes, we have to admit that what Nintendo showed us was still incredibly fun. So far, Splatoon has the heart, soul, and attention to detail signature of Nintendo's games. And we're hoping that the upward trajectory for the modes and features of this adorable squid-based shooter continues. For more Splatoon coverage, make sure you keep it right here at IGN.